Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In this video we will be integrating cosecant x with respect to x. Now we know that cosecant x is equal to 1 over sine of x, and I will write this for a future step. Sine squared x is equal to 1 minus cosine x, cosine squared x, by the Pythagorean theorem, since sine of x, here I will scribble, since sine of x is the y component on the unit circle and cosine of x represents the x component on the unit circle, so they form a triangle of length 1 when you square them. So, to begin, we will rewrite this integral as the integral of 1 over sine of x with respect to x. Now this seems incredibly challenging because you cannot do a u sub, as you would get a cosine on the top. So what you do is you want to get a cosine in this equation, so a u sub works, so you can multiply both the top and the bottom by sine of x. So what this does is this transforms this into the integral of sine of x divided by sine squared x with respect to x. Now, sine squared x, that's just 1 minus cosine squared x. So we are now going to plug that in right here. So this becomes the integral of 1 over sine, of sine x divided by 1 minus cosine squared x with respect to x. We'll erase this triangle. Now, this is now u-substitution. So you can say u is equal to cosine x, so du over dx, when you differentiate both sides with respect to x, is equal to, since this is implicit differentiation, d over dx is equal to negative sine of x. Now rearranging this for dx, we get that dx is equal to du over negative sine of x. So we are going to bring this integral down here with our u sub now. So this becomes the integral of sine x divided by 1 minus u squared with respect to now u instead of our dx. And for dx, we have to plug in du over negative sine of x. So it becomes over negative sine of x. So these signs cancel and the negative goes to the outside. So this becomes the integral negative of 1 over 1 minus u squared with respect to u. This is a much more workable integral now. We just need to do a partial fraction decomposition. So this, we can write this off to the side. So we have 1 over 1 minus u squared is equal to 1 over, factoring this out, this is the difference of two squares. So this is 1 minus u times 1 plus u. Now using a partial fraction, we could say that this is equal to a divided by 1 minus u plus b divided by 1 plus u. And we can multiply everything by, so I'm just going to write this improper notation, but it's okay for now. Multiply everything by 1 minus u squared. So this just means multiply this side and multiply this side. So this, and this part of this cancel on this, a. So this becomes 1 is equal to a times 1 plus u plus b times 1 minus u. Now let's let u equal to 1. So let u equal 1. Since this is true for all values u, this becomes 1 is equal to 2a plus b times 0. So this cancels. So a is equal to 1/2. Now let's let u equal -1. And this becomes 1 is equal to a times 0 plus b times 2. So b is also equal to 1/2. Now, we can rewrite our integral in the form of 1/2 times 1 over 1. I will rearrange these because it'll make it easier for the future. 1 plus u plus 1 over 1 minus u with respect to u. So these are two very simple integrals now. So this first integral right here, I will rewrite this as two integrals, du, and this is another integral. So this first integral is simply ln of 1 plus u. Since u is positive, we have to do another substitution where we get t is equal to 1 plus u. So dt is just du, so dt equals du. So you can plug them in no problem, and you get the ln of t, where t is 1 plus u. So this is your result. Now let's say that w is equal to 1 minus u. So dw over dt equals -1. So dw negative is equal to du. So this has to become negative. So this becomes minus ln of w, absolute value, and w is 1 minus u. So this is minus ln of 1 minus u, and then this is plus c. Don't forget the 1/2 on the outside of this from here. So now u, if we remember, is just cosine of x. I don't know where I read it. U is equal to cosine of x. So this is 1/2 ln of absolute value 1 plus cosine x minus ln of 1 minus cosine of x plus c. Now in ln of, let's say, a minus ln of b is equal to ln of a over b. So this becomes 1/2 ln of 1 plus cosine x, since this is this part, divided by 1 minus cosine x plus c. And this is our answer. Now there are in fact multiple ways to solve this. There's a different way which implies multiplying it by secant x tan x, and you get a much simpler looking result. However, this is the most intuitive way to do it, as I don't think it's too easy for beginners of calculus to see any of this, to be fair, but especially the secant x tan x. So thanks for watching.